Preacher Online.
Have you ever tried to fix a spiritual problem with an earthly solution? You're feeling anxious, so you binge watch a show. You're feeling lonely, so you buy something new. You're feeling spiritually dry, so you distract yourself with food or work or scrolling on your phone. Here's the problem. None of that works. Not for long, because you can't fix a spiritual problem with an earthly solution. Today, I want to walk through 5 reasons why that truth matters more than ever. First, only Jesus can fill the emptiness inside. There's a hunger that no sandwich can fill. There's a thirst that no drink can quench. There's a void that no achievement or purchase can satisfy. Jesus said in John the 6th chapter in verse 35, "I am the bread of life. He who comes to me shall never hunger, and he who believes in me shall never thirst." Jesus did not offer advice. He offered himself. Only he can meet the deepest needs of our souls. Second, God hardwired eternity into your heart. There's a reason nothing in this life ever fully satisfies, because you were made for more. Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 11 says, "He has made everything beautiful in its time. Also, he has put eternity in their hearts." God placed eternity in your heart. That means you carry a longing that this world can never fulfill. And the more you try to fill it with temporal things, pleasure, wealth, fame, the more restless you actually become. We are not naturally immortal. 1 Timothy 6 and verse 16 says, "Who alone possesses immortality, dwelling in unapproachable light." God alone possesses immortality, but he offers that to us as a gift through Christ. Romans 2 and verse 6 and verse 7 says, "God will render to each one according to his deeds eternal life to those who by patient continuance in doing good seek for glory, honor, and immortality." We seek immortality because deep down inside, we know this life isn't all that there is. That longing, that ache for something more, it isn't a flaw. It's a clue, a compass needle actually pointing us toward heaven. Howard Hughes had more money than he could probably spend in 100 lifetimes. He owned airlines, movie studios, casinos, and yet he died emaciated, paranoid, and alone. His fortune couldn't buy him peace. Why? Because we were never meant to be satisfied by money or comfort or power. Riches can fill your bank account, but they cannot fill your soul. We were made for something greater. We were made for eternity. Third, the tools of the world can't heal the soul. We often reach for the wrong tools to solve spiritual problems. A relationship issue, we vent instead of praying. A guilt problem, we stay busy instead of repenting. Romans 8 and verse 6 says, "For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace." Worldly thinking leads to death. Spiritual thinking leads to peace. It's like putting a fresh coat of paint on a ceiling that has a leak. It might look better for a day or two, but the water damage is still happening above, and sooner or later that stain is going to come through again because you didn't fix the source. Earthly solutions are just cosmetic when your soul needs structural repair. Fourth, the woman at the well tried earthly solutions to a spiritual problem. She came to draw water, but Jesus came to draw her. In John the 4th chapter, we meet a woman who had been through 5 marriages and was now living with a man who wasn't her husband. She was shagging up. In her culture, that meant shame, isolation, rejection. In our culture today, it's an accepted common thing. It's likely that that's why she came to the well at noon. When the sun was hottest and no one else would be around, she would not be criticized. She wasn't just thirsty for water, though. She was thirsty for love, for acceptance, for identity. And like so many today, she tried to quench that thirst with human relationships. But no man could fill the void in her heart. One after another, they let her down. She wasn't just failing morally. She was searching. She had been drinking from the wrong well. You might remember the old country song, "Looking for Love in All the Wrong Places." That could have been the soundtrack for her life. And if we're honest, it could probably be the theme song for a lot of Christians' lives. People look for love in hookups, shopping sprees, promotions, or attention on social media, but none of those can satisfy the soul. Jesus didn't shame the woman at the well. He offered her something better. He didn't just point out her sin. He revealed her thirst and then invited her to finally quench it. Fifth, you're either healing or hiding. There's no standing still when it comes to your soul. You're either healing or you're hiding. And when you hide, you don't just stay broken, you risk getting worse. When we avoid spiritual solutions, we don't drift toward God. We drift away from Him. The longer we rely on distraction and earthly fixes, the more we delay what our soul really needs. Here's the challenge for today. Ask yourself, what earthly thing am I depending on to fix a spiritual problem? Is it endless scrolling, binge watching, retail therapy, alcohol, pornography, a toxic relationship, self-help books, or just plain denial? Whatever it is, it's not working. It never will. In fact, the things that you're using to fix what's broken spiritually are often the very things that make it worse. They numb the pain, but they never heal the wound. They delay the truth and deepen the damage. It's time to stop hiding. It's time to start healing, and only Christ can make you whole. Earthly band-aids don't fix soul wounds. Your soul has a problem that only heaven can fix. That's your Faith in 5 for the week. Be strong, be good, and we'll see you next week. God bless you.